become strong by avoiding the pain. You become strong by walking through it and not breaking.
Let's fucking
There
go,
were
dude.
days I couldn't keep up. Days I was outmatched,
A little bit too much rain for my
overlooked,
liking.
forgotten.
You know, fuck it, we're
The
gonna
difference
keep going
between me
during
and
the
the
rain.
ones who quit
I'm not gonna wait.
is I kept
Stop
moving.
my workout. Here we go.
Not because it was easy, but because I knew the only way out was through. Resilience isn't loud. It's not dramatic. It's the quiet decision to keep standing even when your legs are shaking. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to refuse to stay down. Write down one moment you overcame something you thought would break you.
Seeing what needs to be done, and doing it regardless of the cost. There will be days when you want to give up, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, when you wonder if anything you do really matters. Push through. Those moments, those precise moments when you're ready to break, that's where transformation happens. That's where you discover depths of resilience you never knew you had. When you reach your limit, when you think you have nothing left to give, go further.
I woke up today hungover, lazy, tired, but I don't give a shit. We pushed past that. So we biked 15 miles today and went to the gym. And broke every record that we could today. Let's fucking go.
I think I'm just a normal human being. Normal build, normal abilities. When I was a kid, I was convinced I was a genius. No, I guess I still thought that in middle school. Actually, I still kind of think it now. But, well, I know I'm a pretty good athlete. At this point in time, I'm not number one at anything. But that's not a good reason for me to give up on stuff, and it's not a good excuse. And honestly, I never even think about that most of the time. But once every few months, when my confidence takes a nosedive and I'm wallowing in negativity, I think I'm nothing but average. And then I think, hey, Mr. Average, do you really have time to be hanging your head? If I keep trying until I can do it, then I can do it!
If I may, I'd like to pose an interesting question. Are all human beings truly equal? These days, everywhere you go, there's talk about the fight for equality. As a wise man once said, heaven does not create one person above or below another. People like to throw his words around. That's not the whole quote. He goes on to say that while we are all equal at birth, pretty soon things begin to change. Academic effort is what sets some people apart to rise above the others. At any rate, humans change over time based on their actions. Truth be told, at the end of the day, equality is just a fantasy. And most of us go through life denying the fact that we live in a meritocracy.
Just give up.
Give up? There was a time in my life when I might have given up, but that's all behind me now. My magic is never giving up. Imagine a future version of myself who's freely surpassed my limits. Oh, I can do that. It's not about whether I can do it. I have to do it. The only thing granted equally to all is an unfair reality. In the darkest moments when everything seems lost, that's when you truly discover what you're made of. We all face that choice sooner or later. To give up, to run away, to settle for less than what we know we're capable of. But what's the point of that? What's the point of living if you're going to half-step through life? I was never one for easy answers or false hope. The world isn't kind. It doesn't care about fairness. It doesn't reward you just for trying. But that doesn't mean there's nothing worth fighting for. Worth. That's what it all comes down to in the end. What do you find worth in? What would you risk everything for? What makes the pain, the struggle, the sacrifice meaningful? Most people never ask themselves these questions. They drift through life, reacting to whatever comes their way. They settle for comfort, safety, for what's easy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone needs to be exceptional. But you're not here listening to this because you want to be like most people, are you? You're here because something inside you knows you're capable of more. Because you've glimpsed what you could become. And you can't unsee it. Listen carefully. Strength isn't about dominating others. It's not about winning every battle. True strength is knowing exactly what you stand for.
As of now, everyone here is dead. We no longer exist in this world. We're ghosts. The day of the final battle will come. It's no use in hoping for a future where it won't. The world is an abomination. So do we just run to stay alive, praying for that last battle? And pray to who? These goddamn butchers who call themselves God? All of them claim to be the one true ruler of this world, fighting for their precious throne and doing nothing but destroying everything in the process. These pieces of shit don't deserve any of our prayers. It's time to open your eyes. We can no longer rely on hope to save us, which is why we have to build things up ourselves. We're gonna make our own rules on our own terms, and then we will win. Number one, no matter what, you must not kill. The heart does not wish for murder. Number two, you must let no one die. The heart doesn't want anyone to die. Number three, you must let no one discover you. If we're discovered, we're dead. Number four, no tactic is off limits. Not even the slyest trick will be considered dirty. Number five, those guys' rules mean nothing to us. The heart doesn't give two shits about their bloody contest. Number six, break any of these rules and you lose. The heart will gain nothing from a victory that violates our principle. Now we do whatever we want.
Why? You quit. Why is that, sir?
I gave it everything I had. But there's always gonna be someone better out there. Everyone has limits, and in the end, I ran straight into mine. Maybe you can't relate, but you'll get it when you're older.
No, I won't. Never give up, sir. I'll die before I get it. And if you're okay with living the life of a quitter, then who am I to judge, right?
Damn it! Damn it! I'm still utterly powerless. I can't save anything or anyone.
Enough is enough. I can't just keep running from the truth forever. For the record, I don't think giving up is always wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's never okay to lie to yourself.
You can recommend whatever you want, but it's my call. Clinging to a dream at my age might be pathetic, but whatever anyone here thinks about me, I'm risking everything. This whole life I've built to chase my dreams again. You think I'd give up just because you're more powerful than me? At this point, no matter how many times I see how powerful you are, it won't make a difference to me. I'm determined to see this through to the end. I refuse to give up. You should have realized that by now. The only reason I continue to fight is because I have to win! Get up. Get up. I have to get up. I promise. I will protect you!
Is that it? Is this how it ends?
Stand up, Stalker. Find the strength. No matter how battered you get, you cannot fall.
Why do we keep sparring like this? No matter how hard I try, I'm not going to beat you.
Of course not. I'm far stronger than you are.
Then what's the point?
Look at you. You're back on your feet, aren't you? You haven't lost yet.
That makes no sense.
Listen, Stark. I'll teach you the secret to defeating powerful opponents. It's simple. All you have to do is keep getting back up and hitting your enemy. Understand? The winner is the warrior who's still on their feet at the end.
You can only do one thing. Hone it to perfection. Work on refining it to its utmost potential. Do you know what the process of forging a sword is? When making a sword, you hammer and hammer to get rid of impurities and anything else you don't need. The greater the purity of the blade, the more durable it becomes.
Is that why you keep clobbering me day in and day out? But I'm not made of steel. I'm living flesh.
Perfect it. It's all right to cry, or go off by yourself. Just don't ever give up. Believe in yourself. You endured all that hellish training. You'll be rewarded for that without question. Work to forge yourself like a tempered blade and become the most resilient of all.
I know some of you feel like you're not strong enough or like you'll never reach your dreams. But trust me, I've been there. I've faced countless obstacles and challenges. People told me I couldn't become a magic knight because I had no magic. But I didn't let that stop me. Every day I trained my hardest. I pushed my body and mind to their limits because I knew I had to become stronger. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it too. Magic! 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 Magic!
It's what I always wanted to be. Like how everybody dreams of being the hero when they're a kid. That's what I wanted to be. But what made me different from other kids is that my passion was more than just a temporary phase. My passion kept burning deep, deep inside my heart. The flame never went out. It kept driving me forward. I did everything I could to master every skill I needed to be stronger. At school, I was the stubbornly ordinary, never conspicuous, utterly harmless background character A. But behind the mask, I gave everything to my training. As everyone around me grew up and forgot about the heroes they dreamed of becoming, I started to feel a little, just a tiny bit, sentimental.
So give up. Stop now before you break, kid.
You push yourself way too hard.
You've come so far. That should have been enough. Don't you think?
I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you.
So pathetic. All that talk about how ready you are and this is the best you could do. You'll have nothing to blame for your death but your own ego. I hate how worthless I am. I want strength! Overwhelming power brings people to their knees. The strong go into every situation with an advantage, while the weak quiver in fear or stand around helplessly. The weak get looked down on. It doesn't matter how smart, creative, or kind they are, the weak always lose. I always lose. My kindness never saved me, no. What I need now is true strength, and I am not gonna give up until I get it!
There's no such thing as a painless lesson. They just don't exist. Sacrifices are necessary. You can't gain anything without losing something first. Although, if you can endure that pain and walk away from it, you'll find that you now have a heart strong enough to overcome any obstacle. Yeah, a heart made full metal.
You don't know how quiet the world gets when no one believes in you. No one waiting for you at the gate. Too weak to matter, too ordinary to notice. I was surviving, barely. I counted days by how many injuries I could recover from before the next raid. I wasn't training. I was enduring, hoping that maybe I'd get out alive. And the worst part? You start believing it. That you're not meant for more. That the ceiling you hit is the only sky you'll ever see.
I can't forgive you! want to kill you so badly I can't stop shaking!
I killed that weak, old version of myself. It nowhere close to the destination, but the journey is here.
I want strength!
How could I have forgotten? The survival of the fittest in this world. This world filled with violence, deception, and betrayal. How could I?
Get up, you waste of space! Human garbage! Worthless piece of shit!
I'm tired. Exhausted even. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I've done enough, haven't I?
A hero. I'm a hero. Kid, have you gotten a good look at me? I ain't no fucking hero. I'm barely a survivor.
There were so many mornings I woke up and didn't want to move. Not because I was lazy, but because I felt empty. Like no matter how hard I tried, nothing would ever be enough. And that's when I learned, discipline isn't about being strong every day. It's about showing up, even when you're broken, even when you're tired, even when you're scared. Motivation fades, especially when life hits you hard. But discipline, that's what keeps you moving when everything else falls apart. You won't always have the energy, but if you can just take one step, even through the doubt, that's what makes you powerful. Pick one thing you've been putting off. Your workout, your reading, your skill. Don't wait to feel like it. Start it for 5 minutes. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. If you only move when it's easy, how far do you think you'll actually go?
Listen to me very closely. I'll give you some advice. Don't pity yourself. Once you go down that road, life turns into an endless nightmare.
You want results? You got it!
We don't want to be powerful just to get our way. We use magic to protect each other. We compete so we can all get better. We fight as a team. That's the only reason we've made it this far. I'm not done! It's not over. I won't give up! I will be the Wizard King! Swear!
There isn't any shame in being weak. Shame is in staying weak.
I'm a man of my word. I'll show you respect if you give it to me, and I'll stand by your side if you stand by mine. But let me be clear. If you ever lay a hand on my family or those I care about, everything changes. I'll become the worst enemy you never saw coming. I'm good to those who are good to me, but cross that line, and you'll see just how ruthless I can be. My kindness has limits, and when it's gone, all that's left is a man who won't stop until it's finished.
Commoner, rat, disgrace, failure. Do you think I care if I fit in with you people? I'm gonna get results like no one has before! I'll do whatever it takes to become the Wizard King! And prove you wrong!